Hello, I'm Raquel and welcome to your 40 minutes foundation class. At this class, we want it to be focused into the connection between your mind and body with your breath. So let's gonna make you laying down in our mat. So we're gonna start with the first fundamental movement of Pilates. So we're gonna start laying down in our back and pop your right hand to your heart space and the left hand towards your ribs or the both hands towards your rib cage. Your legs will be open as the side of your hips. Find your feet flat at the mat. Let's gonna start taking a deep inhale here through the nose. Feel the expansion through the air at your ribs. And at the exhale, can you imprint the belly towards the mat? Beautiful. One more, inhale here through the nose, feel the expansion through the air at the rib cage. And at the exhale, feel how you bring your ribs together and how you imprint the belly towards the mat. Yes, two more like this. That's the first fundamental movement of Pilates, breathing and printing. Inhale through the nose. And at the exhale, ribs together, imprint the belly towards the mat. Beautiful. Last one like this. Inhale through the nose. And at the exhale, imprint the belly towards the mat. Beautiful. Are you feeling this connection already through the core? Bring your hands alongside your body. Taking a deep inhale here through the nose. And at the exhale, you are going to start to rolling from the hip, the sit bones up, all the way up into your bridge position. Holding the first one with me, finding how your knees are more lifting than your hips, and the hips more lifting than your rib cage. Ribs are together. And now sequentially, you start to roll down one vertebra at a time, gentle and smooth. Beautiful. Let's gonna take a deep inhale here through the nose. And at the exhale, start rolling from the hip, the sit bones up, all the way up into your bridge position. And super gentle and smooth, start to roll down your body, one vertebra at a time. So start to feel how the movement is coming. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, we're rolling and feel the activation through your hamstring muscle. Feel the glute activation the same time your ribs are together for protect the lower back. And gentle and smooth, one vertebra at a time, roll back down. Let's gonna take two more like this. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, roll from the hips and we'll lift one vertebra at a time. Feel how you press your heels through the mat and sequentially roll all the way back down. Lovely. Last one like this. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, roll from the hips and we lift all the way up into your pelvis, skull or bridge position. You are gonna hold in there for me and let's gonna start to add reaching the arms up to the ceiling. The arms will be just at the line of the shoulder. When you lower down, can you find your flat back at the same time that you're reaching your arms alongside the ears? The extension is coming from the shoulder joint, so it's not really need to touch the mat. Inhale here, we lower. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Follow the rhythm of your breath with me. Inhale when you lower, find your flat back. Exhale, you lift. Beautiful. Inhale through the nose when you lower. Exhale, you lift. You are working through your second fundamental movement of Pilates, your pelvic skull or bridge position. Adding some on, just to start to working through the coordination. Inhale when you lower and you reach the arm alongside your ears. Exhale, you lift. The movement through the lower body and upper body is gonna help you. Exhale, lift. Beautiful. Working in slow motion. Last three. Ribs are together. And the most mistake that I found at the students is when you find the pelvic skull, how you are keeping your ribs open and the hips more lower. Super mindful to see the difference between this one and ribs together, and pelvis can follow a diagonal at the lower body. Here we go. Take it one more with me. Exhale, you lift. Beautiful. You're gonna hold in there and start to do little poses. This micro movement is coming from the muscle that we are working, that is our glute. So feel the activation through your hamstring and lift and lower from your glute. Exhale, you lift. Beautiful. You can create here your breath of cycle, just 5 vertical cycles here. Exhale, shh. Inhale, exhale, shh. Inhale, exhale, shh. Last 2, shh. Last one, everyone, you're gonna hold it up. Can you just, beautiful, bring your palms facing down, lower than your hands, and just reaching the arms up to the ceiling. Inhale when you lower, imagine that you are touching a wave of the ocean or whatever. You make a fluid movement through your upper body. Keep the engagement and the isometric through your lower body. Last 3. Shh. Here we go into... You're doing amazing. Final one. Can you reach your hands up to the ceiling? Bring the palms facing inwards. Final little poses here. Engage the core, feel your ribs together. Last 8. In 7. 6. In 5. Last 4. Well done. 3. In 2. 1 vertebra at a time. Lower back down. From there, you're gonna take your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers, and let's gonna take our third fundamental movement of Pilates, our chest lift. Take a deep inhale here through the nose, and at the exhale, let's gonna start to lifting your chest, head, and shoulders off the mat, trembling the body forward, and feel your ribs together. Inhale, we release and lower. Inhale here through the nose. Exhale, lift your chest, head, and shoulders. Keep the islands looking between your knees so you will find the perfect C-cup at the spine. Release and lower. Super mindful to think about it. The first movement that we did, they imprinted the belly towards the mat. What I wanted to make you feel at the body, when you lift your chest up, no tension through your neck. You are working through your core. The belly is towards the mat, ribs are together. Focus to lift the shoulder blades off the mat. So you should have to feel nothing at the neck. Every movement is coming from the core. Exhale, you lift. Inhale, release. Great job. Exhale, lift your chest up. Inhale, we release. Incredible. Last 3. This is called a chest lift. Here we go. 2 more, and I'm gonna start to add more layers. Last one, everyone. Exhale, you lift your chest up and hold. Maintain this chest lift. Extend your arm nice and long, aligned with the shoulders. Breathe the hands behind your head. Release and lower. Beautiful. Exhale, lift your chest. Feel this engagement through the core, reaching the hands nice and long. Bring one more time the hands behind your head. Release and lower. As you see, we want to create at your body how you holding this chest lift and how the movement is coming from the core. Keep the eyelids looking between your knees, so you will find this perfect C-curve. Reaching the hands nice and long, bring the hands behind your head, release and lower. Great job. Last 3, working through our chest lift with some layers on top. Feel free, if someone feel, oh my God, Raquel, I don't feel well removing my hands from my head, keep it on. You will work amazing too. Exhale, we lift. Extend your arms nice and long. Bring the hands behind your head. Release and lower. Here we go at the next one. Exhale, you lift your chest up. When you reach your hands nice and long, can you lift your heels off? Bring your heels down. When you reach your hands behind your head, lower back down. Are you feeling at the core, right? Exhale, you lift. Reach the hands nice and long, lift your heels up. Drop the heels. And I probably can see from here that when you lift your heels off, can you maintain this chest lift, this trembling the body forward, ribs together, and later release. Take your time, follow your own rhythm. Let's gonna be there, yes, 3 more times. Great job. In 2, final one. Lift your chest up. Reach the hands nice and low. Lift your heels. Drop your heels. Bring your hands behind your head. Try to maintain this chest lift, please. Okay, this shoulder blades off the mat. Shoulders are separate off the ears. Feel the core engage. Last 3. Here we go. You got it. In 2. Last one, everyone. Bring your hands behind your head or reaching the hands nice and low. Little pause from your ribcage. You will finish soon, and I'm gonna relax your head. Final 7, last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and lower. Great job. Reach the arms. Drop the heels back down and make a big circle with your arms for a stretch your core. The arms will be this time 45 degrees alongside your body. Take your right leg through your tabletop and bring the left leg through your tabletop. The arms will be on a 45 degrees, nice and open through the collarbones. And please, everyone, checking your spine and making sure that you are imprinting this belly towards the mat. If the 90-90 is gonna be so much for you, you can always bring your knees slightly closer through your body. So you are gonna make it how your back will be in contact with the mat. So please, just taking lovely and gentle and listen all the time your body. So from there, let's gonna take your single leg. So tap your feet down, the right feet down at the inhale. And at the exhale, bring the right leg through your tabletop. Now your left. Inhale, pointing your toes, you tap your left feet down. And at the exhale from the core, you lift. What I want to look in here is as much closer, will be more comfortable from your core, as much far away that you step the left foot or the right foot will be a little bit more challenged through the core. Create this mind and body connection, working through the engagement through the core and keep the belly towards the mat. Inhale when you lower, and now at the exhale you lift. Yes, all the effort from the core is coming. So inhale is fine. Keep working a little bit through the extension, and now exhale, you need all the effort from the core from lift. Okay, last taking on the single left. Inhale when you tap. Exhale, you lift. 2 more. Wonderful. Let's gonna add some arms. Right now you can keep, if you feel that is so much, with the hands 45 degrees alongside your body, or you can start with the arms. When you tap your left foot down, you are gonna reach in the right arm alongside the ear. Inhale, exhale, you lift. Lovely. Inhale, reaching the leg and the opposite hand in the opposite direction. Exhale, you lift. Feel all the time the engagement through the core. Inhale when you lower. Exhale when you lift. Great job. Inhale, we tap down. Exhale, you lift. Last 3. A little bit more challenge with the legs always on a tabletop. Single leg, in 2. Beautiful. Last one, everyone. Reach the both arms up to the ceiling. Let's gonna tap. If someone, you can be here working with a single leg as much as you want. If someone wants, you can tap your both feet down. Exhale, you lift. It's a little bit more challenge, keeping your belly towards the mat every single time. So feel how you are not creating any gap. Okay, so it is so important. If you are lower down and feeling the gap, please back to the single leg. And I promise you that takes me a lot of time just to understand and create this mind and body connection. Inhale when you lower. Exhale, you lift. You can be there. Even you can bring your hands alongside your body, or even if someone wants a little bit extra, some modification, when you tap your feet down, you can reach in the arms alongside the ears. Exhale, you lift. Flow in there with me 3 more times. Inhale when you lower. Exhale. Let's gonna take 2 more. Last one, everyone. Lower down here. Tap your feet down. Exhale, you lift. Beautiful. Hug the knees into your chest in case that you need a little bit of reset. And the next movement, bring your hands one more time, 45 degrees alongside your body. If you want, you can find them on a T position too. Will be fine, or 45 degrees. Your legs become to be on a tabletop. Okay, you are gonna take a deep inhale here. You will bring your legs towards one side, spine twist supine, and at the exhale, you will find the center. Keep the both shoulders connecting through the mat. Inhale, you bring the legs towards your one side. Exhale, you find the center. Spine twist supine. Inhale, across the one side. Exhale, find the center. Beautiful. Inhale across the one side. Exhale, you find the center. A little bit of some modification. If you want a little bit more add, when you lower down, inhale, you can extend just one leg. Find the center. Exhale. Inhale across the one side. Extend the another leg. Find the center. Or if someone wants more, you can inhale, bring the legs towards the one side. Extend the both legs. Breathing in. Beautiful. Exhale, find the center. Yes, you see your chest is nice and relaxed. Still working through the core and engagement through the core. So important, the center. The core is the center of our body. Maintain the both shoulders connecting through the mat. Last 2. Here we go. One more. Find one center. Extend your legs. And back to the center. Beautiful. Let's gonna take right now your feet flat one more time, and from there just roll the legs to the right and to the left for make a little reset. Open through your rib cage. Even you can bring your arms into your cactus pose and reset your body for this amazing series into our abdominal muscles. Okay, everyone, you are gonna just from there rolling your body to one side and just take your time for find your 4 kneeling position. You will take the hands underneath the shoulders and your knees will be underneath your hips. So it is so important here, take your cat posture, inhaling through the nose, open your chest, drop the belly back down. And at the exhale, you grounding your belly up to the ceiling. Tap your chin to your chest, tucking your table under. Inhale, open here through the nose, open your chest. And at the exhale, tap your chin to your chest, grounding your belly up to the ceiling. At the next one, can you find the neutral alignment through the spine? Your chest is all the time away from the mat, and keep the head or the eyelids looking on top of your mat or a point forward, just to making sure that you are not dropping your head. Feel the core engage the lower belly. You are gonna point in the left toe, and you feel how you have 3 points of contact. Maintain your hips square, hands underneath the shoulder. Exhale, you lift your left leg up, and at the inhale, just step your left feet down. Okay, making sure that you are not sitting on the right hip, so you want to activate the right side of your body. You will need to check how your hips are aligned. Exhale, you lengthening your left up. Inhale, release and lower. So think about it that someone is pulling your leg away from your body. Exhale, you lift, squeeze. So please check in that your spine is still neutral, that you are not arching the spine. So it is not necessary to lift the leg more higher than your hip line. I always recommend it when you exhale, you lift, no more higher than your hip line. Better to go in 3 seconds up, 3 seconds lower. So actually you have right now 3 points of contact. Exhale when you lift, inhale when you lower. Can you start just from here? Take all the way at your body at the left hand and the right knee. So you should have to be able to just take your right finger of the right hand. Exhale when you lift, inhale when you lower. Great job. When you lift, can you reach in your right hand and your left leg? Exhale, you lift, inhale, lower. Exhale, reach the right hand and your left leg, and we lower. Great job. Exhale, lengthening the right hand and the leg. Inhale, lower. 2 more like this. Last one, everyone. You reach in the left leg and the right hand. You hold in there for me. Just hold, 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 hold. Feel how your finger of the right hand and your left big toe wants to go into the opposite direction, creating a beautiful line, chest away from the mat, holding there in 8, 7, 6, you got it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your hand back down and just find your shell position, making a beautiful stretching through the spine. Your sit bones will be in contact with your heels and walking with your hands forward for a little bit or reset. Relax your forehead and extend. Taking the elongation through the spine, inhale there through the nose. Feel your hands connecting with the mat, and at the exhale, tap your chin to your chest, grounding your belly. One more time and find the 4 kneeling position. Great job. Okay, let's gonna float in through another side. Super focused. One thing here, can you press your chest away, feeling the shoulder blades muscle activation? So as much as you can, chest away, and feel all the connection through your palm of the hands and the mat. Let's gonna start already from here, pointing the toes of the right leg. Feeling your hips square. Exhale, you lift. Inhale, we release. Great job. Exhale, lift your right leg up. Keep the island looking 1 turn forward, just to don't drop your head. Already from there, feeling and checking your hips square. And as I say, it is not about to lift your leg as much higher as you can. It is about to feel this connection. When you lift, feel the muscle that you are needed for create this movement. Exhale, you lift hips square. Inhale, we lower. I will love this kind of classes. Makes me to feel so really connecting with my body and with my breath. Exhale when you lift. Inhale when you lower. Okay, let's gonna take 3 more like this to create this super connection with the body. Maintain your hips square. Into. Here we go. At the next one, can you add your arm? When you lengthen in your right leg, you reach the left arm long and just drop, feel the connection again. The secret from this movement is to have your hips square, core engaged, belly button is up. And making sure that you don't want it to drop all the weight of your body through your left hip. Exhale, you reach nice and long and release and lower. Final 3. In 2. One more, everyone. You're gonna reach in the right leg and your left hand, and from there you're gonna hold. Isometric through the posture. You have 2 points of contact. Every single time, if you need it, just drop the left hand down. Okay, beautiful, strong through your upper body and the core, hips square. Beautiful, opposite direction, the leg and your arm. In 5, holding there in 4. Last 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Drop the hand down and the knee and just bring your seat bones back. Keep the seat bones connecting with your heels one more time. Take your rest posture. It is your shell position. Relaxing your head down. Inhale there through the nose. Feel the palms connecting with the mat. And at the exhale, you tap your chin to your chest and start laying down. Side lying with the right arm extended underneath your head. Beautiful. You're going to feel amazing at this side lying. Can you check how the back of your head is aligned with the back of your ribs and the back of your hips? Your hips supposed to be super stacked. Now you're going to take your legs slightly forward of hips. You will feel more comfortable at this posture. And imagine that someone is pushing your top hip away from your rib cage. So you will always feel a little gap at the bottom rib and your mat. So imagine that someone is all the time pushing your hip away from your body. Feeling the movement at the side of your body, nice and low. Pointing your toes. Let's gonna start to exhale, lift your left leg up. And at the inhale, release and lower. Gentle and smooth. Exhale, you lift the left leg up. And at the inhale, release. Check your hips squared all the time. Exhale, parallel, you lift the leg up. And nice and long through your side body. No tension through your upper body. You can always take your left hand in front of your heart space if you need a little bit extra support. Or you can always lift the left arm up to the ceiling or line with the shoulder. Great job. Can you start to add? Exhale, you lift the left leg up. From there, we are going to start to flexing the foot, point the toes, release and lower. Great job. Feeling the squeezing and the work through your outer glute and the lower body. Feeling and working through the abduction and adduction here. You will see. You lift the leg up, flex your foot, point the toes, release and lower. Last 2. Adduction. Okay, beautiful. Last one, you lift the leg up. Just flex your foot and point 3 times. In 3. Last 2. One more, everyone. Last one, you point your toes. Little pose up in 5, 4. Great job in 3, 2, 1. You bring the left hand down. Working through the abduction. Can you abduct your bottom leg with the left one? And release and lower. Beautiful. This is called abduction. When you want to bring one leg with another one, release and lower. Abduction, lift the bottom leg, maintain this sensation that someone is pushing your top hip away. Last 3. Great job, everyone. In 2. Final 1. You lift the both legs up, hold in 3, 2, 1. Release and lower. Great job. This is called the side lying, abduction and adduction. And now it's still on the same part. You will work at the side of legs. So you will have as a support your hand, the legs still slightly forward of hips. From there, side of leg, can you inhale through the nose, lift your exhale, lift your both legs up, release and lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, release and lower. Great job. Exhale, you lift. Inhale, we release. Last 3. In 2. Working through the side of legs. Last one, everyone. You lift your legs up, side of leg, and holding there for me in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and lower. Tap all the left side of your body. Well done. From there, be nicer with your body, and just let's gonna change the direction. So from there, let's gonna find your side lying with the underneath arm extended under here. You already feel here how your legs, it is already all your side of your body is nice and long. And please check for me that back of your head is aligned with the back of your ribs and the back of your hips. Your right hand this time will be in front of your heart space and bring the legs slightly forward of hips. Hips will be stuck and the top hip away from the rib cage. Let's gonna from there pointing the toes and working through the abduction. Lift your right leg up this time. Release and lower. Gentle and smooth. Exhale, you lift and release. I love to this working through this kind of class. And my God, already my glute, I really feel it on my other glutes and the connection through my core. Feeling how someone is pushing my hip all the time away from my rib cage. So as you see, I don't have any collapse through my right side. So it's not about to lift the leg up. It is about to feel the lengthening and the strength from the leg. And we'll lower with control. Next movement, can you lift your leg up? Flex your foot, point your toes, release and lower. Enjoy all the movement. Lift, flex your foot, point the toes, release and lower. You can always have their hand in front of your heart space. Someone wants, you can reach in, you will feel a little bit more unbalanced. It is gonna be, you can try all the time, and if you feel like, it's so much for me, you can always drop your hand. But when you are here, feel already your chest nice and open. Flex, point, release. Let's gonna take in 3 more. In 2. Final one, you lift the leg up. And from there, just working through the flexing foot and point. And we flex. And we point. Last 2. Last one, everyone. Pointing the toes for the final one. Little pose up. And up. And up. Final 7. Feel the movement. What is the muscle that you need to create this movement in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and lower. Great job. Bring the right hand down. You're gonna one more time lift your right leg up. From the abduction, can you lift your left leg up and abduct one leg with each other and release and lower. Maintain this sensation that someone is pushing your hip away from your rib cage. So you will feel all your side of your body nice and low. Working just from the lower body side. Woo, beautiful. Last 3. Abduct one leg on each other in 2. Feeling how you want it to draw the thighs together. Final 1. You lift and go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Let's gonna take our final movement. That is our side of leg. So right hand will be in front of your heart space, pointing your toes. The legs still slightly forward of hips. Inhale through the nose, and at the exhale, you lift both legs up. Inhale, we release. Inhale here, exhale, lift. Inhale, we release. All your soft body, exhale, you lift. Inhale, we release. Exhale, you lift in 6 more. In 5. How's your body feeling? In 4. You got it. You are almost there. Maintain your hips squared. Final 2. Here we go, everyone. Final 1. You lift the legs up. A little pause. In 5. Or hold in 4. 3, 2, 1. Release. Lower. Tap all your side of leg. Okay, great job. From there, you will take your hand in front of your heart space and helps your body just to lift. Find one more time the 4 kneeling position for me. Let's gonna we're at a foundation class. Active your big toes. Find the neutral alignment through the spine. Take a deep inhale here through the nose. Active your big toes and pile your hips up. Beautiful. You are gonna feel the elongation through the spine, how you draw the sit bones back, how your hips wants to go up to the ceiling and your head wants to go down. Take this beautiful movement, and if you need it after all the work, can you lift one heel first and switch your heel and switch your heel and switch. The next one, can you lift your both heels up? This is our pike. And at the exhale, scoop your belly in and find again your 4 kneeling position. Hands underneath the shoulders. You are floating there with me 5 more times and you are done. Inhale, pike your hips up. And at the exhale, scooping your belly, strong through your upper body, drop your knees down. Let's gonna take 4. Inhale, we pike. Scoop your belly, lower belly. 3 more. Inhale, pike your hips up. Scoop your belly, floating. Feel the engagement through the core. In 2, pike your hips up. Great job, everyone. One more. Inhale, can you pike your hips up? And at the next one, you scoop your belly, find your knees over there, 1 millimeter off the mat. You holding into your isometric, strong through your upper body. Keep the eyelids looking forward from there. You don't drop your head. Ribs together, core engaged, belly in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees back. Beautiful, everyone. Thank you so much for joining our foundation class. I hope that you like it and you learn a lot. Thank you for joining me.